The strange thing about the lighting technique that I'm about to show you is the fact that very few people use it, even if it's so easy and the results are super good and the space saved is huge. This is a normal apartment room, and if I want to shoot something here, it will look like this. But if I add this lighting system, it will look like this. And the best part, this setup doesn't take up any space in the room. It's so good, super budget friendly, so powerful. Yeah, let's build it. So what is the setup, how to perfectly position your lights, what makes it perfect for small spaces, and how much will it cost? And yes, it's perfect even if you shoot your videos with a fancy mirrorless camera or you use your iPhone. The quality of your videos will be at another level. For the first step, I recommend you to apply the professional method and start with all the lights turned off. So close your curtains and turn all the lights off. I will show you without the glasses and also the biggest trick to look perfect if you use glasses. Now turn on the main light, which is called by the professionals the key light. Maybe you saw a ton of creators recommending big softboxes to have diffuse light, also a big professional light. That is not bad, but in small spaces a big softbox can be tricky to use. And those lights will produce a ton of heat and are also expensive. What I use instead are these lights from Godox ES45. This video is not sponsored, but I will add affiliate links in the description with the best prices that I find right now. And if you buy something from Amazon and first click on my link, I will earn a small commission. You're not going to pay anything extra, but this will help me to keep sponsors away from this channel. So Godox ES45. These lights are thin, don't take up any space, the light is super good, powerful enough for a normal apartment room. This room is around 10 by 8 feet, something like this. And the best part, these lights are coming with desk stands, a ball head is included, which will help you to position the light exactly as you want. Having the lights attached to the desk, you will get rid of the light stands that are super annoying in small rooms. And also, with these lights, you don't need any softbox. And another plus, these lights are perfectly quiet, no fans inside making an annoying noise that you will hear on the recording. And we can control them with the included remote. You can change the light intensity and the color temperature. This remote is magnetic and you can connect it to your light to charge it, or you can charge the remote with USB Type-C. And the price is super good, $139 with the stand and the remote. Going back to the setup, turn on the key light. I have this light on my right side at a 45-degree angle. And of course, adjust the intensity to look good. For exposure settings, I have a dedicated video where I explain every setting you need to do to achieve great quality. And the most useful trick to know when your image is perfectly exposed. So after this video, you will find a link in the description. Turning on the first light, it's already better, but now you can see a hard shadow on the left side of my face. That sometimes can be considered cinematic, but it's not suitable for all situations. And to solve this, we need to go to the second step. Turn on the second light that's positioned on the opposite side. This light is called the fill light. Now the intensity of this light, it's up to you. You can set it at a lower level to look a little bit more cinematic, or make it equal or something like this. It's really up to you. And we already see a huge improvement in the image. Now let's go to the next step and make the image better. But first I want to show you a special technique that will make the image even better, and it's super good for those who wear glasses. This is not bad right now, but you can see some hard shadows here. This is normal, it's not that bad, but we can solve this. And we have two options here, one is better than other. The first one is to put the lights at almost a 90-degree angle. And now we'll look like this. It's not bad at all, but we have some shadows here. Of course, if we use a huge softbox, it will be much better, but remember, we are in a tiny room. Here is the special technique. If you have a white wall in front of you or a light gray, you can light that wall, and the light will be reflected from the wall and will be so diffuse, so soft, you will get rid of all these shadows. Let me show you. Now the lights are facing the wall in front of me at the maximum power, and the light is super diffuse, we don't have any shadows. Of course, this will light a little bit the background, but we can solve that in a second. Look how soft and nice the light is, and because I positioned the desk facing the corner of the room to have a white wall in front of me, I will also have a little bit of depth of field. This is how I have my lights positioned most of the time for me, and it's perfect because I wear glasses and I don't have any hard and ugly shadow. It doesn't take up any space, I don't need to use a softbox, but yes, it's not that directional. And now if you find this video useful, don't forget to press the like button and maybe subscribe. Thank you. And now let's take the next step that will change everything. Let's transform that boring white background into something that will look great, easy and cheap. Here it really depends on what background you have. If you have a dark background, a black background, or a dark gray background, that will look much better and more cinematic, trust me. But we can solve it even if we have a boring white background. I will give you an example using just one single cheap RGB light. I have this light from Andoer. This is super cheap. I will add a link in the description. I've had this for a long time, the battery is good, you have multiple mounting points, it's dimmable, RGB, and you can charge it with an USB-C. And what I like to do is to light up the background with a color. You can choose this based on what you like. I like this blue one, but according to your brand identity or your preference, you can change that. And this is how the image looks right now, but we have more and we can do better. Let's add a hair light. What is that? A small light placed above you, a little bit behind your head, that will light your shoulders and your hair. This will create a little bit of separation and you will stand out more from the background. If the background light is blue, like in this example, I will have this light orange and that will create a super nice effect. This is the image with the light and without this light. For this light I use an Ulanzi VL40 Pro. It is a small RGB rechargeable light and I like this one because it comes with this little diffusion and it's a little bit softer than others and it's $29. Because this light should be above you at a 45-degree angle and coming from behind you, it's the hardest one to mount. If you can and want to drill a hole in your ceiling and attach it with a magic arm or something like that, it will be easier, but I don't recommend that. Unfortunately, the only easy way that I found is to use a light stand with an adapter and an extensible arm and have it positioned right out of the frame. And this entire build will cost you around $70. I have the luxury to have and use a C-stand. This will be a better option, but this will take up space. It's a little bit expensive and heavy, but I have it here and I use it most of the time because I have it. But with the simple light stand and that C-stand that I just showed you, you'll be okay. Of course, if you don't think the difference with this hair light is worth this entire effort, you can do it without it. And of course, if you have and want to use any practical light like this one here, you can use it without any problem. You just need to be dimmable to have the right intensity set correctly. Let's take a look at the before and after this lights setup. But let me tell you something interesting. You can have the most powerful and the most professional light setup in the world and still produce low quality talking head videos because you need to take care of more super important things. I have a dedicated video where I show you my entire setup, everything that I use and how I use them. Watch this video and let's make great talking head videos.